2, proceed to the Ace of Spades.
Roger.
Alright, welcome back to Resident Evil 6, Chris's story. We are still continuing for the Ace of Spades, which every time they say it, I immediately think of that song. But, this is going to be a fairly action-packed video. As you'd expect, it's a video starring Chris goddamn Redfield.
Pierce, can I get some cover?
No problem.
Yeah, some cover would be nice. It's not necessary, but I think it'd be nice. I would like to throw you into that pit, sir. Or have you fall down. Can I throw you into the pit? Yes, I did in fact throw that man down the pit. I feel like a guy as heavy as Chris is, yeah, it's all muscle, but I don't know if he'd be able to make that jump. I don't know. I'd like to test that by, like, throwing Arnold Schwarzenegger across a pit. Oh, what are you doing? Please don't throw me. An annoying thing about the Juavo is that whenever they're in the area, sometimes you'll just hear like them just breathing in the background, and it's really annoying.
Can you relieve them? Roger. Coming in from the Four of Hearts. En route to ascend.
Alright, ah man. That is one really big downside of playing the Chris campaign, and that's, since the enemies also have guns, they can, kind of incapacitate you very briefly. If they shoot you enough, Chris will just fall right down, and that can be really annoying, because it takes a little bit for him to recover from that animation. And I'm not a big fan of it. So we get another one of those flying Juavo. We're gonna have to... Did we deal with him already? I didn't actually pay attention. Oh, no, there he is. It's always good when you don't know what you've killed and what you have killed. Can we rip any of their wings off? No, they're just decomposing. Well, oh well. My bloodlust has not been met for today yet. I don't like boxes. Nah, since I'm using infinite ammo, I might as well just break boxes with my gun. No big deal. One thing that Chris's story does a lot better than Leon's is set pieces. There are a lot of really awesome action set pieces. Which I know... Oh, this is Resident Evil. There can't be any action in a Resident Evil game.
HQ to Alpha Team. You're almost at the Ace of Spades.
You don't have to keep telling me that. It's like every 5 steps I've taken, this guy's chimed in and just gone, "Hey Alpha, you're kinda close to the Ace of Spades." I do like how China was the last place we visited as Leon, and it's the first place we're visiting as Chris. And pretty much that's the only place we visit. I'd say like 80% of Chris's campaign takes place in China.
Guess it's just the two of us then.
Come on. Try to attack me from up there, will you? No, you just get countered. Come on, guys. Ow. I totally pressed that button. That was a little bit of shenanigans going on there. But I used his buddy as a weapon. And now he turned into a Juavo. Great. But he doesn't have a head anymore, so I guess it kind of evened out. Yeah, this is the closest thing we'll ever get to like a Resident Evil 5-2. Which sounds stupid, but if Final Fantasy can do it, Resident Evil can do it. I don't know, I seriously do just love Resident Evil 5. That, too, and Code Veronica will probably always be my favorite Resident Evil games.
Hey,
Come on, Beards. That's weird, there's an area where we haven't shot anybody. Redfield
Chris
mad.
to HQ. We're at the Ace of Spades.
Copy that. Bravo team has been dispatched to assist with search and rescue. Stand by for instructions.
Good. I needed a break.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be the kind of break you're looking for, Peters.
Damn it. We've been spotted. They're right on top of us.
Damn it! Light mildly inconveniences me. Must destroy. Yeah, I incorrectly thought that you could, like, destroy those searchlights. Because it would make sense. You could do it in other games, but I guess it's just not really necessary in this game. Yeah, there's a lot of exploding barrels you can use to kill a whole bunch of people, which is always good. Redfield likes killing a whole bunch of people.
Bravo! We're moving as fast as we can. Keep your panties on, everyone.
Roger that. Do what we can until you get here.
Too bad Kirk died in Resident Evil 5, otherwise we'd still have him in the game being all ridiculous. Yeah, that's the one thing that I think is a really missed opportunity with Chris's campaign, is that there aren't more returning characters from the BSAA. Because between Resident Evil 5 and Revelations, there's a really strong cast of characters in the BSAA with Quentin Keith and Parker, you know, O'Brien, Sheva, and then there's this, you know, one character, I forget her name. Oh, that's right, Jill Valentine. Like, come on, why isn't Jill in this game? The whole point of 5 was that Chris wanted to avenge Jill and then, you know, rescue her, and now she's just gone. Like, they don't even give an explanation. Sheva indirectly makes an appearance through a briefing file that she sends to peers that you can read, and that's pretty neat. But other than that, it's just kind of like, oh, no Jill, no Sheva, no Parker. Where's my Parker? I want Parker. He needs to take pictures of Spider-Man.
Hey guys, happy to see us. Bravo team, weapons hot. Don't leave any Tuamos standing.
Finally.
Finally, an objective I can get behind. Because why not? I don't think there was anyone over there, but it made an explosion. And Chris Redfield loves explosions. I know I said I'm going to be using infinite ammo, but I'm not really using it that much during this level. Don't worry, I'll use it more in other levels. I promise. Flash grenades don't work nearly as effectively as they did in other games. They'll still stun them, but if the person is a Juavo, like a super duper Juavo where they got the arm and stuff, it's not going to insta-kill them. Because that was always a thing in Resident Evil 4 and 5, where if there was a Plagas or a Magini, and they were, you know, transformed, you could just flash grenade them and take out all of them. So that is not a thing, unfortunately, in this game. Because I guess that would make it a little too easy.
All BOWs have been eliminated. Alpha team, help Bravo team get the civvies out of there.
I think I said this in Leon's campaign, but I found myself struggling to find ammo a lot more in Chris's campaign than in Leon's campaign. Which makes sense, but it also doesn't, because Leon's was supposed to be the classic survival horror, but Chris's, there's a lot more action, so you're using more bullets, so there's less bullets to have, is my theory for why that happened.
I'm on it.
HQ to Alpha. We have your mission brief. Rescue the hostages on the 1st and 7th floors, then get out of the building. As soon as all teams are clear, we will commence bombing.
So, pretty easy objective. There's just some hostages in this building that we need to save, and that's about it. That dude did a combat roll. That's the smartest enemy we've faced so far. And now he has no face. This area is really big. It all looks the same, so it's a little confusing to get through, but there's also a ton of items. So once you kill all these guys, I'd say it's fairly smart to explore this area, because there's some, you know, there's ammo, skill points, maybe some grenades. Which I should also talk about. In Leon's campaign, there were no grenades because, I don't know, I guess using grenades on zombies isn't a great idea. But in Chris's, and I think they're in Jake's too, but you can use grenades. And I do think it makes sense for there to be... I gotta defend this game, because a lot of people say, oh, it's too actiony, there's no reason this game needs to be actiony. I legitimately think that there's a story reason why this game is actiony. I legitimately think that if bioorganic weapons were a thing in real life, someone would absolutely use them for, like, a warfare and terrorism. So I do think that these people would be like this. I don't know, I hate that I have to defend this game, because this is a very well-made game. I hate when people say this isn't a good game, because it's just fundamentally not true. You may have a problem with the fact that it's too actiony, but fundamentally, the game works. You can kill watermelons, and that's all that matters. As long as you enjoy a game, I don't think it matters if it's too actiony or not. There's plenty to love in this game. But since Resident Evil 5, I've found myself in the minority of people who don't hate Resident Evil 5 and 6, and it's annoying. I really didn't want to make too much of a big deal about it, but it does kind of bother me. And, you know, in this day and age, no one's allowed to have their own opinion. Man, why am I getting so preachy? I'm never usually like this, but with Resident Evil, it's personal, damn it. You can't make fun of my favorite series. How dare you have an opinion? Wait, this is getting a little too hypocritical. I'm gonna stop now. That last bit I was joking, by the way, just in case someone doesn't know. My god. They still using, like, DOS over here. Well, China is fairly limited in their internets. No, I didn't want to take cover, Chris. Also, that price was way too expensive for a hotel like this. Wow, why was that the one thing that was destructible? Oh, that was an accident. I was trying to knife the broom over there. Wow, that was a little, I'll take it. I love whenever they do that, like, thing where they kind of pose with their swords, because it just reminds me of Indiana Jones, and I just want to shoot all of them while they do that, because it's hilarious. Get out of my way.